Good morning, Ajit.
Good morning. Welcome, Roman.
Welcome, Ajit. This is early morning here in Israel, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, I started to receive some information from different countries that people were waked up from a sleep by bombarding. Unfortunately, it is not safe and not still on this planet from time to time. We had a very good conversation with you about anxieties and panic attack and how to treat it with homeopathy. I will recommend our listeners to go to this video. But now I would like to discuss a few actual things because I started to receive a lot of questions. In our group, we received a lot of questions, and we know the main remedies for anxieties, fears, and panic attack like aconite, argentum, stramonium, belladonna, and many others. Some issues to discuss with you. In what potencies, in such case, you prescribe remedies for fears, panic attack? How frequently and for how long? Take into consideration that we don't know when this bombarding will finish. We hope it will finish as soon as possible. So about potencies.
Yeah, the first thing is that you see the remedies which are to be given must be based on the mental process which is involved. The first remedy to be thought of will be definitely aconite, napellus. Now, whatever remedy you want to give, a host of remedies will come up. It is better to go for 200 C potency of the centesimal scale because then you can repeat also. To repeat 1 m daily will be difficult. You have to assess the condition, you have to give a dose and see the reaction of it. So instead of uh, non-repetition process here, if we repeat, we will have better results because the situation is a constant and overpowering. So the people are overwhelmed with the fear. So naturally, we have to see that the whole process can be dealt with better, provided you repeat in 200 potency. If you see now, in such panic attacks, the whole issue comes about survival, about existence. What is going to happen? I may be killed, my relatives will be killed. There is anger, there is fear, there is anxiety, there is panic, there is insecurity. So there is agitation of the mind. It is a shock. It is a kind of a lot of physiological changes that occur in the body. So if you want to treat an individual patient, then you need the totality and everything according to homeopathy. But you can definitely help the society when you are not able to get the totality, like what we saw in pandemic also. So the first remedy I will think of is aconite to be given in 200 potency 2 times every day for some days, like 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, and then see the reaction of it. So this is the best way to approach because you have the chance to repeat and there is a stimulus which is a constant stimulus. So instead of giving a dose, single dose, it is better to repeat because then the intense cause and the effect coming there from is met with. The idea is that when you have a stimulus which is very strong, then there is a reaction, but you have to augment the reaction because the stimulus is strong and constant. This is the idea of repetition. So I will prefer that a remedy like aconite should be given first as a you see 200 to be repeated. This is one aspect of the consideration. Then there are other remedies which we have to think of. You know, there is a very good remedy we don't think in such situation. That is Antimonium tartaricum. Antimtart has acute panic attack that causes a change in the biological rhythm of the respiration. So what you are able to see, the disturbed rhythm of respiration manifesting as asthmatic breathing. It could be a hyperventilation syndrome because of the mental you see stress which has been developed. So how will you recognize antimonium tart? Patient wants to take deep breath, feel shortness of breath, and associated with this, there is coldness of the extremities. Maybe the face becomes pale and the tongue becomes white. So Antimta is also very, very good choice. People don't use Antimta for this purpose. People use it for asthma, actual asthma, but it has a lot of mental symptoms of hyperventilation. Then we have a host of other remedies also. You know very well, arsenic album surpasses all other remedies in the Mattala Medica. Such a strong remedy. Everything is serious. So mental anxiety and fear is also serious. Patient becomes extremely agitated, restless, driven to motion, wants to drink small sips of water, and goes in a state of a panic to such an extent that everything else is subdued. The only emotion of panic that overwhelms the mind. Mind cannot think anything other. So if bombs are being, you see, explosions are there, then you will find that the state of arsenic, the state of aconite will definitely come up. Yeah. So again, I will prefer, because if the situation has suddenly developed and until it is present, it is always better to go for repetition daily, at least 2 times. Even I will say that according to the need of the patient, individual patient, you can repeat also 3 times, 4 times, 5 times also. Repetition is more for the sake of the vitality of the system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, I would recommend our previous talk on this topic.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
wide. Thank you, Ajit.
Yeah.